Thinking of you.
January 2020 has happened, and wow, what a month. A lot of the month, I guess, I've been feeling really bluesy, struggling with my mental health, and I think a lot of that is to do with the pressure I put on myself because it's a new year and also because it's a new decade. So I really wanted to, I put this pressure on myself because I really wanted to like hit hard on my goals and like just do it, you know what I mean? Like I just wanted it to be really good. And because I put pressure on myself on things like this, like big events, like my birthdays, always put a lot of pressure on myself, I end up feeling really shit and not good. Out of my four priorities, I wanted to really focus on my mind and my mental health, because I think that once that's good, then everything else has a higher chance of being more okay. I think a lot of people feel down and blue in January because there is a lot of pressure. There's this pressure to feel good and smash out your goals, and that just makes things feel a whole lot worse. And I definitely fall into that trap. I feel like I've not really done much this month, and I feel that I haven't worked with my goals. So this is another jam-packed video, and I'm focusing on mind. So the things that are in this video are my routines, my journaling. We're also going to talk about bullet journaling in this video, and my planning and vision boards, therapy, soul food, or just things that nourish yourself, gratitude. So it's jam-packed, there's a lot to do. So without further talking about it, let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to focus on this morning is my morning routines. So last year at some point I made a video about my morning routine, and I was really good at maintaining it, and then I changed jobs and my hours changed, and because of that I kind of got out of the swing of doing my morning routine. So I'm going to get back into it now, because I know that doing my morning routine really helped set me up properly for the day, and it just made me feel like a better human overall. A simplified version of my morning routine: meditating, journaling, which is like morning pages, and then eating some food and then going to work. So firstly, let's just chat about meditation. I have known about meditation since I was very young. My mum was very into like New Age, it would have been called back in the day, wellness, which, you know, was a bit weird at the time, yoga and meditation, but now it's totally normal and I love it. So yeah, I've known about meditation for a while, but it wasn't until last year that I really got into the habit of making it a regular practice. And I know meditation is really good for me. I'm fully not sure of why or how it works, but it is really good because I just feel a lot better afterwards. It's allowing that quiet space within you for a little moment. My preferred method, and the method that I found that really works for me, is using Insight Timer, which is an app. It's an app that has a bajillion of different types of meditations on it, so that you can literally just in the search bar type up what you're looking for, and it'll come back with you with a meditation that's what you are searching for. I find it super helpful because it's all in one place. It's really convenient. I don't have to download anything on my phone because it's already on the app. It's a free, amazing resource and tool, and one of my favorite things that it does is it keeps track of the amount of days that you've done consecutively, and that, I don't know why, but that's a real motivator for me because I love seeing the number go up. I think the highest I got to was 70 or something like that, and then I smashed my phone and the meditation practice went out the window. But 3 days ago I started meditating again in the morning, and I have found my mood already shifting. In very simple terms, I think that meditation helps you to slow down. It literally slows down your brain, and I think that's very important in this modern world where we're constantly bombarded with things. We need to slow down, because that used to be a regular thing that humans would get in their life. There was a lot of time to slow down and rest and digest, but now we're constantly on the go, constantly accessible, and meditation is just a beautiful way that you can have that moment to yourself to really slow down, connect with yourself, and ease up on things. I literally can feel my body slowing down. which I think is wild. I'll leave a whole bunch of articles on meditation if you want to dive deeper into it, but the easiest way to start is to just download a mindfulness app. So there's like Headspace, which is a paid for one, Insight Timer, which is the free one, and I love it. And you just start making it a daily practice. So do it for like 2 minutes a day. Just add it slowly into your life, and then you'll be able to integrate it a lot easier. The next part of my morning routine is journaling, and I've talked a lot about journaling in the past because I'm a big fan. So let's just go over journaling one more time for the hell of it. Journaling is an amazing stress management tool, and that's what I use it a lot for, because I get stressed and I get very overwhelmed, and then that makes me unable to deal with the complexities of life. So journaling is a practice that helps me to pull out all of my thoughts and all of my feelings and really lay them on the table and see what's going on. It helps me process things, and it helps and it increases my self-awareness, and also just really understand my emotions and what's going on and how I can better from this, like, or how this is going to help me to grow as a better person. I love that journaling helps you to see patterns of things that you keep repeating, and then it helps you become aware of those thoughts or those patterns, and then that's a way that you can clear it and adjust it and move forward to your most authentic self. So I just briefly wanted to chat about how you can make journaling a practice, and I think the most important thing is just to carve out the time to do it. Consistency, like just do it. First step is to get a really pretty notebook. My current journal is just from Kmart. It was $4. And then sit your ass down somewhere comfy and just write. As you guys know, my favorite way is just to like brain dump everything that's going on the page. But if you have like that fear of like a blank page, there are also guided journals, which are like notebooks that have questions that you fill out, and those are super helpful as well, because they will make you less afraid but also give you the same benefits of journaling, and that's a beautiful way to start to get into things. Buy yourself a notebook, make a habit of it, because it is a really amazing tool, and then just turn to your journal in moments of need. If you had an argument with your partner, it's an amazing place to help you calm down and get those feelings out and help you come back to a situation once you're a lot clearer in your brain. It helps. So to round up this little section, some little prompts if you are going to start journaling. Write a letter to someone. What does your ideal life look like? 3 things that made you happy today. What has surprised you about your life? As always, I just love to dump my brain on the page. Whatever I'm feeling, I write it down. And that's my favorite way to journal. But you do you. And yeah, I really encourage a journal practice because it's amazing. I could talk about journals for hours. Anyway, speaking of journaling, I'm probably going to go and journal now. My new bullet journal arrived yesterday, so I thought I would unpack it on camera. I'm not gonna film me setting it up because there are a whole lot of videos on YouTube and YouTube channels dedicated to bullet journaling. So I'm just going to show you my new bullet journal and maybe do a little flip through after I've set it up. But another thing that I want to set up in this portion, which is going to help me manage my mind and reduce my stress, is my Google Calendar. Let's open this bad boy. I got my journal from a New Zealand website called Journal Junkies, and they have a lot of really cool products on their page, so I'm excited to see what I've got. So the journal itself is by Archer and Olive, and it was beautiful, and I found that they stocked it. Oh my goodness, what have we got here? Ah, this is beautiful. I'll do the reveal on camera for you. Oh, ooh. Oh my gosh. So I got the B one, because B's my name. I love it! Blue is my second favorite color, under yellow, and it's just dotted. The dots are actually blue too, and I think there are 2 ribbons. Oh my god, how fancy is that? So I have about an hour before I have to get ready to go to work. So before I go to work, I'm going to work on my Google Calendar, because I think it's going to be really beneficial in the long run if I have a Google Calendar set up, and then start planning out what I want to put in my bullet journal. So in terms of a Google Calendar, I already have one. Luke and I have a joint Google Calendar that we, not last year, but the year before used, and we would put in like important information of things that we needed to know. What I in particular want to do with this is I want to write down, I have it on a piece of paper, I want to write down all of my work hours that I have worked and will work, so that it's online digitally, so that Luke can see it and so that I can keep like a healthy track of it. So now my calendar's all set up, and I'm going to use my old bullet journal to start planning what's going in this bad boy. So I finished my bullet journal, and I thought I would show you what it is like inside. On the front page, I just put my name, and then I have a very simple thing, and then I've got my year at a glance future log thing with mini calendars. Then I have this page which shows my word of 2020 and my theme. Originally I had something else, but I thought it was ugly, so I covered it with this, and it turned out pretty nice. And then I have my priorities and my goals for 2020. Then each priority has its own page: mind, connection, body, and finances. And then I have some lists. So I have ways I can show myself self-love, soul food, craft list, date night, and routines. Then I have my vibration board, which I took from my old bullet journal. I cut this part out and then just reorganized it and glued it down again, and I like it. It turned out very nicely. Then I have a love from B page, which I'm not sure how I'm going to use, but I knew I needed it. Then this one is just with the spacing so that I can refer to it for easy reference. And then I have my January front cover page. Then I have my January calendar, and this year I've decided to color coordinate everything, so this is the key for this month. It'll probably stay the same each month, but just wanted to put it in here, and I think I'm going to really enjoy color coordinating it. So I have some pastel highlighters, and it's going to keep everything very nice and neat. And then I have my reading log, craft list, favorites, and my tracker, which I didn't track the start of the month because I didn't have a bullet journal. And then we have the manifestation log, the Instagram ideas and plan, YouTube ideas and video tracker, which is how I like to track where I'm up to with videos and what's happening with it. And then this is my first weekly spread. Usually last year I did them across this way, so I split the page in half and had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But this year I thought I would, well, at least for this week, I thought I'd try it this way, and I think it's going to be much nicer and more clean and minimal, because I used to end up making my page quite messy. So I just have Monday through Sunday across here, and then I'm going to do my top 3 priorities for each day, and then this is where I'm going to list, brain dump everything else for the day. And then I have my general notes, and then my love from B notes to do. And then after that I have my weekly expenses, which is just a really simple grid, and then my weekly reflection. And that's what I'm gonna set up each month, and yeah, basically it. This is just this past week's spread, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I liked how this one turned out. And then I've also set up February, which I can show you my spread for next week. I kept it very simple.
February's all been set up in the same way, and that's my calendar so far. So yeah, cool. So you've just seen my bullet journal, which had a little vision board in it. So I thought I would include this footage from last year where I made a new vibration board or vision board. So the difference between a vibration board and a vision board is that the vibration board includes things that have already happened and memories and photos of good things. And that way you get the good vibes and the good feelings of what's already happened, and then you also add in the things that you want to happen in the future, and they act as little reminders for you. I like that because then it puts you into a state of being really, I don't know, feeling good about the things, rather than always looking at a vision board and feeling angry or sad because you don't have it yet. So I made 2 vision boards, and I thought I would include the footage here. I can't remember exactly what I said it was last year, but I really like having a vision board up there, including all of these little memories and good photos, as well as things that I would like to happen in my life. It acts as a little reminder to keep going for my goals and my dreams, and to, I don't know, that life is good and life is possible and life could be good. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this is my desk, and I'm going to put a pin board up there, which is actually one of these grid things, and I'm planning to turn it into a vibration board. It's sort of like a cross between a vision board and things that already happened in your life. A couple of months ago now, I went to work and I got a whole bunch of photos printed. Photos of me and my family, and then photos of things that inspired me. So right now, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna chop it all up and get crafting my vision board. So let's go. Thinking of you, thinking of you. Jesus, how many did I print off? No. This is my vibration board for 2020 that I pulled out from my old bullet journal and then, you know, popped it in here. So I thought I would go over it and what some of the things mean, I guess. So obviously we have Belly, my dog. She's my childhood dog. And then we have 2 border collies because that's the future dog we want to get. This photo for me represents like friendship and like soul sister level type of connection. And then that's obviously Luke and me with a cookie, and I love this photo. And then I just have some pretty pictures that I like, and then my house, and that's a beach photo, and that's me exercising, and then a cool kitchen. And it just, yeah, I don't know, just it includes a mixture of things that I want to achieve in my life and visual reminders. Like I want to live in a pretty house, and like I want to have a really nice kitchen, and I want to get a dog, a border collie, and I want these friendship connections and stuff like that, and to exercise and dress well. So it kind of reminds me of things and gives a visual to my goals. Hello. So I'm just waiting for therapy, and I had work this morning, and now I'm going to therapy. Went home, had a shower, had a bit of a meltdown, and now I'm here. Before I go in, I have like 10 minutes, and I wrote some little notes, and I thought I could talk a little bit about therapy. So where do I even begin? Firstly, start by winding down the windows because it's really hot. So I started therapy 2 years ago, 3 years ago almost. Yeah, 3-4 years ago now, a long time, and it has been an amazing aid and help in my depression journey and healing and just self-discovery in general. So that's my background with therapy. I love it. It's not easy, but it is something that I know really helps me. Like today, I didn't feel like going, but I'm here because I know it will be beneficial. Therapy is not an instant fix. It's a slow process and it takes a long time, and that's why I've been in therapy for such a long time. But a lot of people go into therapy expecting to be cured, like instantly cured or like fixed, but you don't need to be fixed because you're not broken. It's about learning the tools to deal with the ups and downs of life. With a therapist, a lot of it, people think that it's a very passive relationship where they just sit and listen to you, but it's very active. They're involved. It's a conversation and a relationship between two people. So they are helping you to coax the things out of your mind and to make a lot more sense of it and feel better. But sometimes you won't feel better after therapy. Sometimes you're just really shattered because it's deep and it takes a lot of emotion. Brings you a lot of realizations and self-awareness, and I would highly recommend it. So in the description box below, if you live in New Zealand, Auckland, there's a website called Therapy Works, and that's how I found my first therapist. She was pregnant and she left after seeing me for 2 months, so I got referred to my current therapist, Joe. But that's how I found mine. Finding a therapist can be difficult because you got to do searching and you got to test them out to see if they're the right ones for you, but I highly recommend it. It's a process that's quite worth it, and you might find it beneficial to go to therapy. It's not something that should be taboo or weird or not happen, because it is really helpful. Like right now I was feeling really shit, and I'm gonna go to therapy and hopefully process the feelings that are happening in my head. And if you want me to go more details into therapy and my therapy journey, I can do that in another video. Just let me know down below. Right, I'm going to go and go to therapy, so see you soon. Okay, so I feel like I'm on the verge of tears. I didn't cry in therapy. I hardly ever cry in therapy, but I realized that I'm being quite fast-paced and that I need to slow down and I need to deal with my feelings, because it's been a really big, overwhelming 3 months, and I, for the past month, haven't been coping and dealing with things, and now I'm feeling really like, I don't know. So I feel like I want to cry, but I also feel like I can't, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I feel like every time I turn on the camera I put on a fake happiness. So quickly to summarize, basically my takeaway from therapy is that I've been running very fast and just going into robot mode, being very structured with my time and my schedule, and being very fast, overwhelmingly fast, and that's led me to feel very exhausted, burnt out and overwhelmed. It's been a really busy, big past 3 months with a lot of changes and a lot of overwhelming things and a lot of disappointments and a lot of feelings, and I've been avoiding them for the past month. I've been avoiding them wholeheartedly, and it's led me to feel this way, and I'm really tired and overwhelmed, and I want to curl up and go to bed for a bit. So maybe that's what I'll do, I don't know. I'm just not feeling great.
Hello.
we're going to the beach. So soul foods I think are different for everyone, and because everyone is different personally, so you're all going to have something that is different to nourish your soul. One of mine is going to the beach, so that's why we're here, and it was a really hot day today, so I'm very excited. Luke's just staring at me. Wow, it's packed.
Yeah, hurry up.
Get out of the water.
Nice start.
It's very nice. You're crazy for having the camera in the water.
Tell me if any big waves are coming.
So refreshing. It's a big wave. I think you should take it out. You're making me anxious.
Say bye.
Okay, hi. So we're on our way home, and I thought I would just chat a little bit about soul foods. We googled it, and soul foods aren't actually called soul food. I don't know what, because soul food is just a type of American cooking, like chicken. But what I'm talking about is things that nourish your soul. So for me, things that nourish my soul: going to the beach, padding jogs, painting, doing anything creative, baking. I have a list on my wall. And I think that everybody is individual and everybody is different. So naturally their list of things that nourish their soul, bring them joy and make them feel good is going to feel a lot different. But I think soul food, or whatever you want to call it, things that are good for your soul, are really important to life because they add joy and they add value and they bring a whole lot. So I think they're really important, and that's why I wanted to include them a little bit in this video, because do more of the things you love, basically. Hi, so I am in bed in my, well actually just in my wet sister's t-shirt, not pajamas, and I've got a nice cup of my favourite nighttime tea. I'm actually really tired, but to round out this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude. It's so awkward bending down this length. So I wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude. A couple of years ago, I was very good at keeping my gratitude journal. I kept it. I had a gratitude journal, and every night I would write 3 things I was grateful for, and I did it for 2 years consistently every night, and it was really amazing and a great way to end my night, to end it on a very high, thankful, positive note. So this year, because last year I didn't do it at all, I couldn't get into the habit of it in January, and then I just ended up not doing a gratitude journal at all. But this year I wanted to bring it back, and I wanted to start gratitude journaling again to bring back that thankfulness and that extra, I don't know, good vibes. So I have a new gratitude journal. This one is actually just from Kmart. My previous ones have been from KKK. This is a Kmart goodie, and I'm just gonna end my night with a cup of tea and some gratitude, and yeah, I think it will be very good. And I think it will be good for my mind to see the positive things at the end of the day, rather than just getting all mad. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any tips for managing and better looking after your mental health and your mind, please leave them down below in the comments. If you want me to go into more detail and into more depth in particular things, let me know that as well. So I'm gonna go sleep, but I'm feeling good. So thank you.